Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna.
Everybody,
Hare
come
Krishna,
on,
Krishna
chant.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Hare Hare.
Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada,
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada,
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada,
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada.
Jai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol,
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol,
Hari Bol,
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Jai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol,
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaura Premanande,
Hari Bol.
Okay. Okay, that was very good. Anyway, everyone's awake now. Blown the cobwebs away a little bit. Okay, now that was our beginning anyway. So, anyway, again, we'd like to say thank you to everyone for coming here to the Hare Krishna Festival. So most people here, or maybe some of you haven't, but most people have heard of the Hare Krishna movement, right? Is anyone here who's not heard of the Hare Krishna movement before coming to this festival? Is this first for some of you? Okay, you just came in at the end there, huh? Are you both living in Chorley? Okay, the big C. Okay, and how did you find out about the festival? Did you get a leaflet on the street or something? Okay, well, thank you for coming. So we're going to have an action-packed afternoon, fun for all the family. So like I said, we're going to, at the moment, there's some of the devotees are just getting ready to perform a drama just now, so I'm going to speak for a few minutes while they're waiting to get ready for the drama. This is a high-budget drama, as you'll see by the opulence of the costumes. Maybe we can have these doors closed, just Okay, so anyway, so some of you have heard about the Hare Krishna movement before, Hare Krishna people. So of course we're most famous for our dancing and chanting in the streets, in our robes with shaved heads and tilak, or of course the ladies, they wear the saris. And for dancing with bells, it's funny, everyone always says, when you meet them on the street, we always see you with your bells, and it's funny, I always was wondering what's the bells, but these of course, these are called cartels, these are like hand cymbals, but from a long distance away they sound like bells. So people know the Hare Krishna for their bells, and of course for their very tasty vegetarian food. Has anyone here ever had any Hare Krishna food before? You've all gone back to sleep again. Has anyone here had any food before? Yeah, a few of you, okay. So, actually, I remember the first time I met Hare Krishna devotees was on the streets. I was in Prague and I was going interrailing around Europe with some friends. And actually, I had a friend who'd been to Glastonbury Festival, and inadvertently, he wandered into the Hare Krishna tent, intoxicated, I might add, and he ended up spending his whole 3 days in the Hare Krishna tent because he liked the atmosphere, he liked the music and the atmosphere, and he liked the foods, and he was given a book. So he was teaching me this Hare Krishna mantra as we were travelling around Europe. And then one day we were in Prague on the streets, and all of a sudden from out of nowhere there was these, well, I didn't know who they were, I didn't know anything about Hare Krishnas at the time, but they just came from out of nowhere, you know. It wasn't like they were in the distance and then appeared, it was just like suddenly teleported from out of the spiritual sky. And they just looked so happy and so joyful, and they were just dancing and chanting in the streets. And I was just thinking, wow, I just want to go and join in with these people, you know, just go and do the conga down the street. But I think we had to catch another train, so we didn't come. So most people have experienced Krishna consciousness through this chanting on the streets. And it's very, very simple, very, very attractive process. But of course there is a philosophy behind this dancing and chanting. Although it's very, very good fun, and we'll get you all to dance in chantland later as well. So we'll have to make you sing for your supper, like that. For the best dancers, they can take more of the feast like that, you know. But there is a very ancient and a very spiritual philosophy behind this dancing and chanting. So this Krishna consciousness movement is based on the teachings of a scripture from India called the Bhagavad Gita. So over here on the side we have a table full of so many nice books. If people like to read philosophy, people are interested in searching for a higher purpose to life, then we have so many nice books, including Bhagavad Gita. So the Bhagavad Gita is basically teaching that we're not this material body, but that we're the soul within the body. Just like, you know, we have a car, and a car is very nice. And we have a boat. This is a boat, by the way. Had anyone realised? This is a boat. This is for the drama, the next drama. So we have a car, we have a boat. But a boat's very nice, but it doesn't work without a driver. Well, actually a boat kind of does work without a driver, so that's not such a good example. But a car definitely doesn't work without a driver, unless it's Knight Rider, of course. And his car used to work without a rider. But anyway, cars, they don't work without a driver. So in the same way, the body's just like a machine made of material energy. Earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, and false ego. So these are material elements. But it's really just a machine. And the person who's powering or driving this machine is the soul, or what's referred to in the Bhagavad Gita and the ancient Vedic literature from India as the Jivatma, you know, or this spiritual spark of life, you see. So the material body, it's born, it remains for some time, it grows, it produces some byproducts like that, and then eventually it dwindles and it dies. So the material body is changing all the time. Just like as we get older, you know, then we start to lose our hair, and we get wrinkles, and we get arthritis and hemorrhoids and so many horrible things that the body brings along with it, you know. No one really likes to get old, but it happens to all of us, you know. Is anyone here in this room not getting old? Anyone feeling themselves getting older? Feeling aching and... Yeah. A few people. So, but the soul doesn't change. The person within the body, they never change, you know. Just like we remember when we were young, we had a 5-year-old body, you know, we were going to school and playing with our friends. We had a 10-year-old body, we had a 15-year-old body, a 20-year-old body, 25-year-old body, and some of us in this room maybe an older body still. But actually, although that body is not existing anymore, I'm still existing, you know? And I can remember when I had that body. So therefore, the conclusion is that actually I'm different from the body. So this is what this Bhagavad Gita is teaching. And it's also teaching that in the same way that if someone has a car, like some people, they really like their car, you know, they work so hard,